Hi everyone. So I'm Vidya Narasimhan. I'm not just vegetarian on Instagram. I work as an independent wine consultant, advising restaurants on wine lists, working on interesting food and wine pairings, and hosting private events.
I'm Sophia Longhi. You can find me on Instagram at Skin and Pulp, and I'm a freelance wine writer. And I also create content for wineries on Instagram.
Awesome. I'm Libby Zietsman-Brodie. I'm a little sip of, I'm choking. I'm a little sip of me time on Instagram. I'm an independent wine consultant with Bacchus and Brodie, and I'm the wine columnist for City AM.
Lovely. Yeah, so Sophia and Libby, today's episode is focusing on classic pairings. We'll all talk a little bit about our wines. So I have a Slovenian Pinot Blanc with a touch of ferment. And we've spoken about some of the wine features before. It's quite floral in nature and has like quite juicy citrus notes in flavors, and has quite a long finish with the acidity, and it's quite has a rounded body. So I'm excited to try this with my classic pairing, but I'll hold off until you talk about your wines.
Okay, so I have the Bol Grabber Rosé. It's a southern French rosé from Côte d'Azur. And as you can see, it's that beautiful pale salmon color that we've all come to know and love. It's fresh, it's fruity, lots of kind of red fruit notes, some pink grapefruit. It's absolutely lovely, very juicy and refreshing.
I love it. I just love that funky packaging. I think it's really bold and fun. It's just what we want from a rosé, to be honest. Mine's a bit of a more grown-up, sophisticated look. Video, I think you said it looks a bit like a book.
Yeah.
You have it on your bookshelf, no problem. It's very chic, grown-up for a grown-up wine. This is a Beaujolais, that's the Gamay grape. And it's actually from Cherouble, which is a village of Beaujolais. And it's a very light, low tannin, quite fruity, strawberry, a bit of light earth, but it's a playful, light red. Yeah, that's me.
Nice. That is a great idea, by the way, putting it on the bookshelf. Because these like last up to 6 weeks, you could actually do that and be discreet, put it discreetly on the shelf, every now and again walk past, pour yourself a glass.
Have a little, like a little bar. Perfect.
I know.
Fantastic. So what are you pairing, Vidya? What's your classic?
So I have, Pinot Blanc kind of grows a lot in the Alsace region. And I thought I would pair it with a potato salad with some smoked salmon. It has quite a bit of mustard and red onion, so there's some kick from the mustard and red onion, and I think that will really contrast with the Pinot Blanc. And I also have pasta with mushrooms and parsley. What do you have, Sophia?
So I've gone for, so my favorite time of day is aperitivo time, about 5 o'clock, finish work. So I prepared an aperitivo board, because I feel like rosé is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that I like. So it's about kind of sharing, it's very convivial, picky food, I don't know, finishing work at the same time as your neighbor or something, and setting up an aperitivo board and being like, come join and drink some rosé. So that's how I generally like to drink rosé, with lots of little finger food bits.
I feel that what grows together goes together. I know it's sort of like saying, so I've gone French, of course. So I've got a crusty French baguette with some smooth French style pate. And of course, I feel like a bit like an advert, but I've gone for the Boursin cheese. The Boursin. Awesome. So if you can cut the crustiness there. Now, I think this is going to go really well because, as I was saying before, the Gamay grape, that light, fruity, but low tannin, it can handle that herby, garlicky style of the cheese. And because it's got that beautiful, fresh acidity, it's actually going to cut through that creaminess of the pate, that creaminess of the cheese. It's going to have, I think it's going to have some beautiful textures going on in my gob. So I'm going to give it a go.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. So I've just nibbled on my mustard potato salad and the salmon and the Pinot Blanc, and I think it goes really well because this Pinot Blanc, also because the ferment is kind of well-rounded, so that's quite a contrast to the mustard in the salad, which can be like quite sharp. And it also, the salmon is a bit salty, this is juicy, so it really is a contrast. And I'm also trying it with this garlicky mushroom pasta. I think it's going to be fabulous. For you, Sophia, what do you have in your aperitivo board?
What do I have? So here we go. I have some olives, classic, some salted cashew nuts, some classic French cornichon, some cheese, bit of garlic bread, and some fresh ripe tomatoes.
Oh, beautiful.
Freshen up the palate. And I really think that, so I've got some salty bits on here. So olives, nice and briny, some nice salty, strong cheese. And the rosé just kind of, well, the fruitiness of the rosé really comes out against this brininess and the saltiness. And because it's got that high acidity, it just cleanses the palate after every nibble. So I think it's a really nice match, actually.
Absolutely.
I think people forget as well that rosé is such a great aperitif, especially rosé in this style, nice and light, very crisp, dry. So I always say, like, instead of champagne, instead of something fizzy, a glass of rosé does the trick if you just want something bright to cleanse your palate before you start your meal.
I'm really impressed with the non-dripping of the taps. I'm not sure how your guys' taps are, but I've done a couple of top-ups, and when that box back up, it doesn't drip at all. I feel like I could sort of move the box around, even though it's open. I'm not too worried about spills. You can carry it around, use it, take it to the park, take it home. Pop that back in the box, and it's really convenient to transport around. It's not going to spill anywhere or leak, which is brilliant.
I love that you're lifting it with one hand. How many liters are in your box?
I've got 2.25. So
oh, that's mine too. That's mine too. So you know what? I have an idea. I can do tricep dips with triceps with it.
Wow.
I love that. You exercise and then reward yourself with a beautiful glass of wine afterwards.
Right, there we go. That's the kind of exercise I can get on board with, seriously.
You're sitting in one place.
Libby, you've got it going on.
We're basically Jane Fonda right now.
Wow. See, this is what the life is about. You get to treat yourself, have some nice food, nice wine, stay healthy and fit. You know, could you ask for?
Thank you both for joining today and sharing your classic pairings. Very excited to have recorded this with you both. So thank you.
Thank you, Vidya.
Cheers.
Cheers.